Hey guys, Sam here. Wealth with Rentals. I wanted to make this short video, but maybe not too short, but it's about investing in real estate and investing in rental properties, and I want to say that investing in real estate is really hard. It is really hard. It will keep you on your toes all the time. Like if at the same time the reward is really good, and I think the reward is unprecedented in any compared to any other investment tools or you know ways. So real estate investing is really hard, like I said, and the reason for that is if you're buying a property that is a turnkey, you're not gonna make a lot of money. So that's the start point. If you're buying a property that is ready, renovated, remodeled, and sometimes even, if you buy it from turnkey property vendors or turnkey providers, they will put also a tenant for you, and so it's all ready for you. But the return on that property is usually not as good. It's usually maybe 2-3%, maybe up to 5% if you're lucky. But also, if you buy a property, it depends on where you find it. If you buy it from a turnkey provider, they usually don't work in good markets, and they usually don't work with, at least that's my understanding from my research. They will sell you properties that are in some not very good areas, and so what you'll end up with is, if you buy, unless it's in your market, if it's in your market, you would definitely know what this turnkey provider is telling you, because you will probably can go to the area, research the area, go at day and night and check out the area, who is there, who lives there, whatever. But if you're buying in another state and remote investing and you don't know the area, they usually, my understanding, they usually, they don't have, they have pretty properties in some not very good areas. So you'll end up in properties that are in C minus areas, which is, if you can research that, A, B, C, D areas, or D properties, D areas. So the property may be renovated, nice, they put a tenant in there, and then they will end up, but the area is not good. They will tell you it's up and coming. They will tell you it's a nice area. Well, unless you go there and spend a week or more and trying to understand where are you buying, then there's no way of knowing. So so that's one option. So if you buy in turnkey, or you buy a renovated property from some flipper or whatever, you'll end up, you may be making a couple percentage on of cash flow, and then that's about it. It's not gonna be a deal. It's gonna be a margin, very short, little margin deal. So I personally don't do that, and that's what I learned, is not doing that because of the little margin. And then if something were to happen, then you are upside down. If the taxes went up, if the taxes goes up, if the insurance goes up, then you end up upside down on the property. Or if you have an expense, then you're not gonna make any money. Basically, you bought it, you're spending money on it, and that's it. But the way I do it is why I'm saying real estate investing and rental properties investing is hard and keep me on my toes, is because I find property that needs some work. I buy them at a better deal, better price, and I try to renovate them, and so I am constantly trying to do the next step, and trying to oversee the next step, and the contractor and the handyman, and providing material, checking the work, trying to pay them on time, and trying to deal with so many contractors and people who sometimes they work very well, and sometimes they don't, and sometimes they are available, and sometimes they are not. So you end up with trying to find someone who will work on the property when someone else is not available, or I don't know, left, or whatever happens to them. And that happens actually to me. So that's another story. But what I'm trying to say is, while you renovate the property, you're really on your toes, because you're trying, the property is vacant. You're trying to find the contractor, find someone who is good, provide them with the material, negotiate their price. And it's constantly work, because what is next? They will tell you, I need this material, I need that material, I need this material. And the property is vacant, so you have to make sure that it's secure enough and doing that. And when that work is done, and when the property is finally done, then now you're trying to find a tenant, and you're gonna have to go through, the property is vacant, you're trying to find a tenant, you're trying to qualify tenants, and there's a lot of work that goes into that as well, and so so your mind is always occupied, especially maybe at the beginning. I'm at my beginning, and I have a couple of properties, and I'm trying to renovate and a couple other properties now, and I'll give you updates on what's going on with these properties now, since but I've been super busy, not posting anything. But I've been really busy, with my regular work, and then after that trying to work with the contractors on if it's the roof, if it's the flooring, if it's the walls, if it's painting, if it's framing, providing, even when the property is completely done. Believe it or not, there's a lot of work into the small details and the finishes. Really a lot of work, and you have to keep that in mind. Taking pictures of what you need, go to Home Depot or Lowe's or any other store, buy them, then you need to find the guy to install them, or you install them yourself, and then and your phone is constantly busy with taking photos of what you need, and writing notes of what you need and what has to be done, and meeting electricians if you need an electrician or a plumber, or so it's a lot of work. Maybe now, but I really look for maybe, and I would say that it's not been efficient at all. It's not been efficient. I've been sometimes going to these properties every day, or maybe every other day, and it's not easy. It's not easy at all. So I would still the reward is big, and the other concern is, what, and you sometimes I talk to myself and say, what if this property is completed and I'm not going to find a tenant, right? Or find a qualified tenant, and now I have one property ready, and what if I'm not going to find a tenant or qualified? So there's always these doubts going into my mind, but I know they are doubts, and I know because I've done it before, and I know this is how it goes. And if the worst case scenario, if I need to reduce rent, I will. I want to find a good qualified tenant, and so there's always these things going in mind, and keep me busy, and and but this is what it takes. This is really what it takes. And there is work inside of the property, and sometimes there is work outside of the property. So now I have one property that's completed from the inside now, but the other outside needs some work. I need to make sure I take out the trash, what's really trash, what I can really use again, and what can be maybe sold or given to someone. So it's always something. There's always something. But yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy, and and I'm trying to find efficiency as well, maybe in the future. But I'm gonna try to look at all what I've done, for these two properties, and then I'll try to find maybe for the future some efficiencies. And I'll keep you updated on that. But I want to give you this update and say that this is tough. This is tough business. It's tough dealing with contractors, and it's tough dealing with tenants. But the big thing is it should be okay. It should be okay. And if you should work on it in your pace and take the time for it. And I'm learning from my mistakes, and but the reward is really good. I'm looking forward to to be able to lease these properties, complete them completely, and lease these properties. Stay tuned. I'll have more updates coming soon, but I wanted to made this video to talk about how hard it is. But this is the right way of doing it. But it's hard. It's not easy. And what the other option is, of this, to make it easier, if you find a general contractor and you give him everything and give him all the work, and you're ready to pay that price, right? I am not ready to pay that price. So I am being my own GC, my own general contractor on these properties. So I'm hiring subcontractors myself. But the easy button is to find a general contractor, and that maybe you trust, and and then you will and hire them, and they will do everything. But their price tag would be really high. And so that's what I chose to do in my spare time. And it's progressing. It's hard. I know it's not easy. I wanted to little vent here, but that's how it goes. Thankfully, and I would like to say that I went through 4 contractors in one property. 4 people, 4 contractors, and I'm constantly communicating with them, trying to one is gonna go away, leave town, and the other one is have another business he works on, and the other one already left the country, and then another one I'm very blessed with now is working hard, and their prices, his price is really good compared to the other ones in the past. So and I'm constantly trying to find a new people, and to have a second option as well. So it's a lot. And but yeah, it's worth it. So I'm gonna continue doing it, and I'll keep you updated on the progress. And keep it up if you're starting. Keep it up. And I wanted, if you've never done anything like this, I wanted to tell you that, because it will take some time, it will take some learnings, it will make mistakes, but it's at the end, I know for sure 1000% is gonna be worth the work, worth the time, worth this vent, or worth complaining, and it should be fine. So yeah, guys, have a great and blessed day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.